No bar, no problem. Ladies, for those of you who've been wanting to get your first pull-up, but you don't have a pull-up bar, this video is specifically made for you. I see you wanting to get your first pull-up, but then using the excuse of, well, I don't have a pull-up bar, so I'm not gonna be able to work on it. And maybe you want to try it at the gym, but that can be super intimidating and scary. Trust me, I get it. Well, before you finally make that change and just get a pull-up bar at home, I have some of my suggested ones below, by the way. And I even have a 7-day mini follow-along workout series called No Bar, No Problem, just like this, with 7 follow-along workouts that you can do at home with mini bands and a towel to help strengthen your pull-up. But let's do ourselves a favor right now and watch this video to stop holding ourselves back and finally get started on this goal. And in case you're wondering if you're like, who is this girl? My name is Angela Gargano. I'm a 6-time American Ninja Warrior and also the creator of Pull-Up Revolution, which has helped women, hundreds of women, conquer their first pull-up in 6 weeks or less right at home. No having to go to the gym, no intimidating drills, and no getting stuck using the assisted pull-up band. Anyways, before we get started into this workout, because yes, we're going to literally do a mini workout together that is going to help to strengthen your pull-up without a pull-up bar, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to continue to give you everything that you need to know to finally conquer that pull-up, specifically for women. For this workout, like I said before, you're going to need a mini band, you're going to need a towel, and if you can, have access to a slippery type floor. But anyways, let's start all the talking and get to moving. I'm doing this workout in my bedroom, and here we got our little pepper girl curled up to watch us work out. All right, team, so I'm literally doing this workout, if you can see here, in my bedroom. My bedroom, which has my office in it, and my dog, so you can literally do this anywhere. Also, see if you can have access to a wall for one of the drills, but if you don't worry, I actually have a way to work around that. And this battery's already gonna die. Okay, JK, we're back now. And we're ready to get started on this workout. We're gonna do a quick warm up first, then we're gonna go through mobility and stability drills, and then we're gonna go through the strength drills that we're gonna do for our pull-up using our towel. Like I said, make sure you have see if you can have a wall, and also the slippery surface is gonna help a ton. Also just realized there's a dog there up in the corner here. We're winning. But with my Pull-Up Revolution program, the program where we do utilize a bar in order to get your first pull-up, we go through this process of mobility, stability, and strength. And what people don't realize is those 2 things that we're going to go through first, the mobility and stability, are game changers in actually getting your pull-up on the bar. This is a lot of the stuff that people are skipping, right? So don't skip the warm-up with me. Don't skip the mobility and stability. You're going to feel so much better in your body when you do it. You're going to feel stronger. You're going to have better posture, and you're going to start to connect and see, wow, these do really make sense to getting a pull-up on the bar. So let's get to it, starting with our warm-up. So let's start with rolling the shoulders forward, keeping your chest up nice and tall. And a little bit about me and my story while we're warming up, in case you don't know who I am. Circle your shoulders. So like I said, I was a 6-time Ninja Warrior, 3-time cover girl, creator of Pull-Up Revolution, Miss Fitness America 2016, and all that sounds great, right? It sounds like, wow, this girl did a lot. Circle your head around. But what people don't see is that all those things that I was working towards are way harder for me to achieve than I feel like you might think. Switch to the other side. And it was kind of one of those things where everything just felt way harder for me to reach my end goal, and you might feel that way maybe with your pull-up right now. Shake the head, yes. Shake the head. Now we're going to take our hands, put underneath our chest here. We're going to inhale. Exhale all the way out, round the spine, head in, and then when we bring our hands in, we're going to bring them to our side. We're just going to repeat this for a few. So just take your time with it all the way out, bring it back in. And it's kind of like that thing with the pull-up, right? You might look at people right now and be like, wow, they just have it easy. They just got it. They're just like born with it. They could just do it, right? But that wasn't the case for me in getting all these titles. 6-time Ninja Warrior, but I was rejected from Ninja Warrior 4 times. Completely rejected. They didn't, I would send in my submission and they were like, nope. Arms all the way out, rotate to one side, rotate to the other side. With Miss Fitness America, I had to compete for a multiple number of years, going through things like breaking my foot on stage, having a serious costume malfunction where my butt crack was out on stage, like literally happened. Hands down onto the floor with your dog and your pet. We're going to now do the same exact type of thing, but on the ground. So tuck your toes, arch the back, push around the spine. And again, this is just us warming up. Inhale, exhale. I photoed myself on the cover of a magazine and sent it into a few places. I tried to get into some modeling agencies. They told me I was too muscular and manly and don't even try. So things were a lot harder. It was an instant success. It was me continuing to show up even when it was hard. Awesome, let's push back into a child's pose. So you're gonna tuck your toes under now. Arms nice and wide. My doggy wants to play with me. You're gonna take your right arm over the left and you're just gonna hold it and then switch to the other side. So you're just gonna tap back and forth. And with these warm-up moves, you can sink down and stay into them for as long as feels good for you. So maybe you wanna stay in one side a little bit longer. Maybe it feels really good, you can totally do that. Awesome. On this next one, you're gonna take the right arm over the left and now you're gonna take your thumb and you're gonna rotate it to the ceiling and look up. Switch to the other side. And let's repeat that again. Thumb up to the ceiling. One more time. Awesome. We're gonna now go from here into a downward dog. So we're gonna push up, push through the palms, sink down into each heel. Inhale and exhale. So for American Ninja Warrior, finally, after 4 seasons of being rejected, left leg outside left hand, I was ready when I got accepted. I was like, I got this. I've been preparing for so long. Lift the arm up. Let's tap the elbow to the floor. In my mind, I was like, I've done everything right. And know with this, you can always drop your knee down to the floor. And I get up to this course and I feel ready. And I knew that if I hit a certain point, switch to the other side, I would be in the running to be one of the top females. So I get on this course, I get to the first obstacle, crush through it. The second one, crush through it, hand down, left leg outside left hand. Get down nice and low and rock side to side. Awesome. Breathe. Take a seat onto your butt. We're gonna finish off with some 90-90s. I know this is in your hips, but trust me, you'll understand in a little bit why. We're gonna do a little bit of hip opening. So you're gonna take the back knee, lift it up for a couple, like 3 or 4. And then what I want you to do is lift the back knee up and then allow the other one to only follow. So kind of slow here. And stay up nice and tall with your chest. So then after I get to the final obstacle that I know that I need to do in order to be a top female, I look at my coach. I'm cruising through this obstacle. All I needed to do was land. I dismount. I wake up. I blacked out. I wound up tearing my ACL on the course. And the reason I'm sharing this to you is because if I can push through that and do something hard and then have a comeback the next year, which is exactly what I did, you can do a pull-up. Lift up and tap. Switch to the other side. And I noticed with my clients that they had the same feeling, right? They would come in wanting to get a pull-up. We'd work on it a little bit each day. They'd finally get a little bit closer. And I start to see their confidence come back. And I start to see them just turning to this whole new version of themselves. And that's why I literally only teach pull-ups. Like if you're a woman on here and you want to get a pull-up, I am your girl. We created all this for women by a woman. Anyways, so we're all warmed up now and now we're going to get into the mobility and stability. So we've got 3 different moves. I have people think it's a beeper, but it's a timer. We're going to go through these moves for 30 seconds a piece. And I want to remind you when we go through them, the goal isn't to go really fast with these. Go slow, go with control, and really try and get your head to wrap around, oh, this makes sense. This is why this is going to link to a pull-up, which we'll walk through. So you're going to need your mini band for this. So grab your mini band. We're going to work on core stuff first, banded wall slides, and then banded front side back. So this is going to work both your mobility and stability. Real quick, let me just review why mobility is so important with your pull-up. When you do your pull-up, where are your arms? They're over your head, right? We not only need to have our hands over our head, but we need to function while we're up there to do our pull-up, right? That's what mobility is. Mobility is I can get my arms up there and I can function in that movement. Flexibility is like, oh, I got my arms up there, but I can't really do anything when I get there to that end range motion, right? This is can I function? So we're gonna do moves that are gonna help with that. And why this is important is we're sitting a lot all day, right? Texting on the computer, hunched over, all those different things, right? We wanna make sure that we can get that posture up and get our mind and body to be like, oh shit, that's where I need to function when I do my pull-up. So not only is the mobility aspect, it's also that mind-body connection of like, shit, I don't actually do this all the time. So let's get our body used to that. So when we do hop on the bar, we feel better with it. All right, so let's get into movement number 1, which is going to be the dead bug. So this is going to work on your deep core muscles, and your core is really, really important with your pull-up. So we want to make sure that we know how to do it literally laying on the floor, so we can do it when we're hanging on the bar. Okay, so let's lay back onto the floor. Put your feet here at 90 degrees. I want you to take your hand underneath your back. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze the glutes, and the idea is to try and get the back nice and flat onto the floor. So let's do that a few times before we actually get into the dead bug so you can feel it. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So the back is now tight here, right? And maybe at first when you're doing this, you feel like you're suffocating a bit. That's totally normal. I want you to hold it here, okay? Hold. Bring your arms up here, right above your wrist, so it's nice and like an L shape here. I want you to take your hands onto your knees and your knees onto your hands. Push into the knees, just like Pepper. Pepper's like, I'm gonna help you push these here. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna extend the same arm and same leg all the way out, keeping the back nice and flat to the ground. And then we're gonna do that same thing on the other side. I almost wonder if you can't see me. Do I need to kick you out so I can do this? I wanna try not to kick her out. All right, so hands on the knees and then hands, hopefully you can see it. Extend it out, bring it back in, switch to the other side. All right, so we're gonna do that for 30 seconds. We're gonna start with that move and then I'll show you and transition you to the next move. So again, really feeling it in the core, really understanding that our core is a huge piece of getting that pull up when you're pulling your body up on the bar. 30 seconds go in 3, 2, and 1. How realistic is it too, this dog trying to stop me from getting in my workout today, right? This might be you with it meets your kids right now. You're watching this. I mean, it is a pet. Maybe it's work. But you find a way to keep pushing through it. Hey, hey, no. No. She's looking at my armpit. Awesome, come on out. Woo, take a second, take a breather. Now we're gonna go to our next move, which is our banded wall slide. So you're gonna grab your band, go against your wall. If you don't have a wall, you can do this like just not on the wall, but I do really like it for the wall. And I'm gonna show it to you here first and pretend like the wall's right here. You're gonna take your hands, so you see how they're kind of out here on my elbows? I don't want you too far out here. I don't want you to too far out here. I want you to try and make them parallel like train tracks. What we're gonna do is keep our core nice and tight, squeeze the glutes just like you were doing the dead bug. Slide up the wall. When you get to the top end range, you're gonna pull the band apart and then bring it back down. We're gonna do this for 30 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Slide it up, bring the band apart, bring it back down. All the way up, bring the band apart, come back down. And again, you're squeezing your glutes, right? You're thinking about that tight core that we just did for our dead bugs. Your dog is licking your leg, trying to eat your timer. You know, sometimes she's a pain in the butt, but I honestly just love the shit out of her. She's just the cutest thing in the world. I'm like, oh, you just destroyed everything in the house, but you're so cute. But you're a cutie. Hopefully you can hear me this whole time. Hopefully this is working. All right, now we're gonna do into our next piece. So again, that was our core stability, right? That was our overhead mobility. Now we're gonna go into stability, which is going to be our plank front side back with the band. Now you have a couple different options here. You can do it in a plank with me, or if that just feels like you're not ready for that yet, you can do this totally against the wall. So you're gonna take your band. I'm gonna show it to you what it looked like just in the air here. Pull the band apart. You're gonna go front, side, back, switch, front, side, back. And when you're doing this, when you're in your plank position or when you're doing it against the wall, your biggest thing here is to not let your hips wiggle. Okay, this is called an anti-rotation core movement. Okay, this is working on even more stability, pushing through our shoulders and making sure that we're not shifting side to side. So if you want to think this in real life type stuff, right? Let's say you were walking outside and you are about to slip and fall on a slippery surface, catching yourself and getting yourself to recenter yourself. That's what this is. That's why this is important. So it may not seem like much, and when you do it, you might be like, this is a weird feeling, but it's super good. So 30 seconds on the clock. Dog, getting the dog ready. Go get it. Go get it. Here we go in 3, in 2, and once you're in a plank position, stop. You're going front, side, back. Make your feet a little bit wider. That's going to help this feel a little bit easier. If you want a little more of a challenge, bring your legs together. And again, the idea is to try not to wiggle and just have your hands go front, side, and back. I love having a nice view of my dog's butthole right now. This is a great video. This is Pepper's the star of this video today. Come on now. Okay, so we went through it once. We're gonna go through it again. I know we were a little bit distracted with the puppy, but this time we're just gonna go straight through. No distractions, no explanations, just really understanding. I like to walk through and tell you exactly the why of what you're doing and then showing you the how. That's exactly how we do it in Pull-Up Revolution as well. Like, I don't want you to just do the movements and not understand why you're doing them. All right. Pepper, over here. Come here. Watch this. Sit. Sit. Good girl. Can I paw? What a good paw, girl. Can we go down? Go down. You're so good. You're so good. Okay, good job. Okay, let's do our workout. Hands on the knees, using the hands, extending all the way out. I'm just gonna literally use the band. Stop. I'm gonna use the band to push, like to hide it from my dog, but I'm using it to help me push down. Extending out. Pushing a dog. Pushing my hand into my knee, knee into my hand. Ow, that's hurting. Come on out. About a 10-second break, we're hopping over to the wall. We're going back into those wall slides now. So wall sliding up and extend all the way up, extend the band out. Awesome, nice little, just sniffing my butt, you know. What's this? This helps you with your mobility, Pepper, so we can get our pull-ups. Great work, keep going, keep sliding it all the way up. Keep breathing. Awesome, come on out. All right, next move, back into that plank, front, side, back. I'm gonna try and do it this way so you can see me more. Remember, you're in your plank, front, side, back, front, side, back. You can make your hands a little bit wider if you need to. Hey, no. I think she knows now. Maybe I just need to yell at her more, but I don't wanna like yell while I'm teaching this class. My feet are a little bit wider right now to really make sure that I'm pushing through that shoulder so that I can really make sure that I'm stable. And my shoulders are on fire, my core is on fire, and I'm not wiggling side to side. Awesome, come on out. Whew. Okay, mobility and stability, check. Done, dusted. Now it's time to work on the strength. And again, don't ever skip that. Don't skip your warm up. Don't skip your mobility piece. I know it's like something that maybe is easy to skip, but don't, because you're actually gonna get more out of that than you, like the strength stuff is good, but you're gonna get more out of your strength workout by doing that prep work first, because we're getting our mind and body prepped and ready. Hey, no, over here, no, sit, sit, good. All right, so we've got our floor here, and you're gonna take your towel, and we're gonna go through 3 different moves. So towel floor slides, which people sometimes traditionally call towel floor pull-ups, is going to be number 1. We're also going to do the towel Supermans and towel hollow holds. So the towel floor slides is really going to be as close as you can, really super close to like what an actual pull-up feels like, but like sliding on the floor. And the towel Supermans are all going to be using muscles that you're using when you're doing your pull-up, and it's going to help with your grip strength with gripping the towel. So take your towel and fold it. Stop. This is actually, this towel I think is burnt. I'm just looking at it now. We'll flip it this way. Okay. And you want to make it like wide enough square so you can actually push your belly down into it. So try and make it like almost the length of your torso. And you're going to lay on your belly. You're going to lay on top of this towel. And I'll make sure to get other angles of this too. So you notice how my belly is literally smushed down on the towel. My feet are up, right? They're crossed behind me without the puppy. You're pushing your belly down onto this towel. You're squeezing your glutes and crossing your feet behind. Hands are gonna be nice and wide here on the floor. And what you're gonna try and do is literally grab onto the floor. It's gonna feel super weird at first. And you need to, I'm gonna tell you this like 3 or 4 times, but if you don't push your belly into this towel, you literally won't slide. So push your belly into the towel, getting a nice tight core, squeezing the glutes. Grab onto the floor that you can, really pull on the floor until you slide. All right, so hand here, extend, pull. And then push it back. Pull it back. Bring it forward. And again, at first you might be like, I can't get anywhere. What the hell? Once you start to finagle it a little bit, you'll start to feel yourself moving. So that's going to be movement number 1 that we're doing, just so you got an idea of it. Next thing we're going to do is the towel Supermans. You're going to land on your belly. Okay, take your towel. It's now folded up and bunched up. So you need to take the towel, lift it up, and you're gonna pull it underneath your chin. Squeezing your glutes, your feet are up. You're pulling it in and out. And the last one is your hollow hold. You're gonna get into a ball nice and tight. Hold onto the legs, push the knees out, extend all the way out. You're pulling on the towel, you're keeping tension the entire time, and you're gonna bring the towel up and down. This might feel like a lot at first, so you can always bring your feet in a little bit more for those hollow holds when you're doing it until you get used to it and your body gets more familiar with the movement. And then we're gonna have to kick her out. Okay, kicking her out. I really tried. I love to hang out with her, but it's too much. Okay. So those 3 moves, I know it might seem like, we're gonna do it together, don't worry. 30 seconds a piece. You're gonna fold that towel. I'm actually gonna fold you ever get nervous to fold your carpet because you're like, I don't know what's underneath there? That was me just now. All right, so I have a little bit extra room now. Laying onto your belly, crossing your feet behind you. Feet, hands wide. You're gonna grab onto the floor and try and pull down until your body slides. 30 seconds. Pull it down, let your body slide, clean the floor. Again, you have to push your belly down into this. I also noticed too, if your thighs are too close to the, on the ground, it's gonna be really hard to slide. There we go. So pull down. So try and make sure that the towel is going from your belly down to the tips of your legs. It will help you slide way better. Crossing here, sliding. Cleaning the floor. All right, stay into your belly. You're gonna take the towel, fold it up, and we're gonna do those Supermans. So you're laying on your belly. 2 and 1, lift your arms up, your feet up. Try and squeeze your toes together and take the towel and put it underneath your chin. Some people always have questions about these Supermans, what's the point of these? If we're strengthening our core, like we are with the dead bugs and things along those lines, we also need to strengthen our back piece. So that's what this is. This is also your shoulders. This is your back. This is your glutes. Whew. All linked together. It's kind of like the idea of, you need to make sure you're doing pull-ups and doing push-ups, or you're doing pushing and pulling to keep your body nice and even. We make sure we have the perfect combination of that when we do pull-up revolution. All right, into a ball. Extend those feet out. Pull into the towel, reach it over and forward. And again, you always have the option to come in a little bit closer. Doing good. Almost there. 30 seconds, so long. Awesome, coming out. We're gonna do it one more time. Real quick, checking on the dog. All right, we're gonna go through one more time onto those slides, and make sure it's on your legs. Lay on your belly. 30 seconds. Pull down on the floor. Squeeze the glutes, drive. Pull it down. Drive it. Woo! Doing great, team. Keep sliding forward and back. We're almost gonna go into those Supermans in 3, 2, and 1. Come on out. Grab that towel. Into those Supermans. Good times, right? Fun. Lift it up, bring it under. You just need a wall, a floor, a towel, and a mini band, and you'll be on your way to getting that pull-up. Squeeze those glutes together. You gotta keep driving that towel underneath that chin. 10 seconds. In 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, come on out. Whew. Gonna get into that ball. Gonna go into your hollow holds. Good times. You're doing a great job. 2 and 1. Get into a ball. Extend all the way out. Bring the towel up and over. And again, you could always bring it in. I know it can be super scary to get started on your pull-up goal, and maybe not getting a pull-up bar has been your procrastination and internally a bit of self-sabotage, but you can do something. And you can, in fact, achieve that goal no matter where you're at right now. few more seconds. Awesome, come on out. We're gonna go into our cool down. So 1 through 2 rounds of these. Again, if you want more of these workouts that are longer without the dog on there, we've got 7 workouts you can get with no bar, no problem. They're follow along workouts. You just click play and do them, and they'll get you started on this journey to getting your pull-up without a pull-up bar. Let's cool it down. Gonna take your hands, give yourself a nice hug. And I know, again, a pull-up could be a really scary feat. Arm over. Check out these women here that took a chance on themselves and showed up. They did pull-up revolution, and now they're feeling strong, confident in their body. They're proud of themselves for doing something that was hard. And again, if they can do it, you can do it too. Palm up. Sometimes we just need someone to believe in us just a little bit more than we believe in ourselves. But if you're tired, if you're arm over, if you're tired of not being able to do it, it's time to stop. It's time to stop wasting your time, your money, your procrastination, when you can literally get your pull-up in a matter of weeks if you joined in and just took a chance on yourself. Switch to the other side. Awesome. I want you to take a seat, hand on your heart, hand on your belly, and real quick before we leave, imagine yourself as that version of yourself that shows up to that bar confidently and excited and does hard things, right? When you see challenges now, you embrace it. You're like, I'm ready for it. I'm not scared of it anymore. I want you to inhale the way in, exhale it out, inhale it in, exhale it out. One more time, exhale it out. It was so great, literally sliding on the floor with you today. If you want to grab No Bar, No Problem, click the link down below. We also have free workshops that we do. If you're just like, I'm ready to hop into Pull-Up Revolution, you can also hop in down below with that. But yeah, let me know how you liked this workout. Let me know if these moves were fun or how you felt with the floor slides. And I will see you next time.